hurricane season is certainly at its peak, September 11th, and we get a Hurricane Jose twirling in the Atlantic. Irma is weakening as it moves over land, and there's another disturbance out there in the Atlantic. But we'll start with those things. We'll start with basically the cloudiness that we've been seeing over Trinidad and Tobago, the tropical wave passing by, bringing us an ITCZ interaction. So the intertropical convergence zone has been bringing a few of those showers, turning heavy and thundery as well. And the moisture will remain over Trinidad and Tobago and the southern Windward Islands as we go through tonight and tomorrow. So there is a likelihood of us seeing a lightning flashing as we go overnight, and also hearing those rumbles going into tomorrow as well. Meanwhile, that disturbance that we've been looking at, the area of low pressure, is slow to develop. It will likely stay where it is, and in fact it will get caught up with a tropical wave moving into it, but most of the moisture should be remaining out there at least for the next few days. But we will be seeing the ITCZ still continuing to affect Trinidad and Tobago overnight into tomorrow. So Tobago, watch out for the occasional thundery downpour, especially early on in the morning and going into the afternoon. A lot of the cloudiness will continue across many parts of Tobago as we go through the evening as well. For tonight in Trinidad, look for the occasional rumbles coming across the northern range, down along the south coast as well, through Pinal and now towards Moruga, out towards the northern coastlines. You also see some showers and some lightning flashing from time to time. The atmosphere is quite unstable. We have favorable conditions in terms for lightning, but also the moisture is abundant, and that will continue to bring showery spells as you go through midday and into the afternoon. So be mindful about that as you head about your business. Driving as well, you take care on the wet roads, and if the visibility does drop to where you're not comfortable, then you can always pull to the side. In terms of the temperatures, looking at 24 degrees Celsius tonight, possibly no higher than 30 to 31 as you go through tomorrow, maybe touching 32 in the capital. But through Wednesday and Thursday, you continue to see cloudiness and showers, particularly for Trinidad. However, the possibility of thunder showers coming through on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll get another tropical wave arriving as we get towards the end of the week. So in terms for those heading to the beaches, well, it's quite moderate, choppy occasionally, 2.5 meters out in the Atlantic, closer to shore about 2 meters, but still be mindful of those east-northeasterly swells short of 9 seconds, and there will be some sea spray around, whether those are occasionally fresh to strong winds from the east-southeast. Now for the Caribbean, obviously been watching those two systems passing through. We had Irma, which is weakening out there in the United States, and obviously there's a Jose as well. The Jose is basically going to stay out to sea. Irma, meanwhile, is over land, and it is also weakening. It's also getting some drier air in there as well, so it will likely degenerate into a tropical depression, and then eventually into a post-tropical cyclone the further north it goes. And obviously Florida will be drying out quite nicely after that. Meanwhile, we have a Jose, which will likely become a Category 1 hurricane as we go through Tuesday, begin to make a swirl. But as it does so, it will continue to push swells into the Bahamas as well as into the United States. But as Jose begins to make that swirl and drop to the south, could be bringing some showers out towards the Dominican Republic as well as Haiti. So be watching that quite closely as well. But for the Windward Islands, their showers will be linked to the intertropical convergence zone. So showers expected for Barbados. Further to the north, Leeward Islands will be mostly dry. There will be showers as well, occasionally popping up, especially across the hills of Hispaniola, the most mountainous of the islands in the Caribbean. So that's the weather, and that's it from me.